William Shakespeare. Adapted in 2 parts for radio by John Foley. And starring Hugh Quarshie as Othello, Juliet Aubrey as Desdemona, and Art Malik as Iago. Othello, Part 1.
Desdemona married? And to the Moor? I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, hast had my purse as if the strings were thine, shouldst know of this.
Abhor me, Rodrigo, if ever I did dream of such a matter.
Thou toldst me thou didst hold him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city in personal suit to make me his lieutenant off-cap to him, but he evades them. For certes, says he, I have already chose my officer. And what was he? Forsooth, one Michael Cassio, a Florentine, that never set a squadron in the field, nor the division of a battle knows more than a spinster. But he, sir, must his lieutenant be, and I, God bless the mark, his worship's ensign.
I would not follow him then.
Sir, content you. In following him, I follow but myself. I am not what I am.
What a full fortune does the thick lips owe if he can carry it thus.
Let's to her father's house. Call up Brabantio. Rouse him. Make after him. Poison his delights.
Good. Very good. What ho? Brabantio! Signor Brabantio! Ho!
Look to your house, your daughter and your bags. Thieves! Thieves!
What ho? What ho?
What is the reason of this terrible summons?
Soon, sir, you are robbed. You have lost half your soul. Even now, very now, an old black ram is tupping your white ewe. Arise, I say.
What? Have you lost your wits?
Signor, is all your family within?
I know you, Rodrigo. I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. My daughter is not for thee.
Patience, good sir.
Sir, because we come to do you service, and you think we are ruffians, you'll have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one, sir, that comes to tell you, your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with 2 bastards.
Thou art a villain!
You are a senator!
Sir, I beseech you, if it be your pleasure that your fair daughter this night lies in the clasps of a lascivious Moor, we then have done you bold and saucy wrongs. But if you know not this, we have your wrong rebuked. Straight satisfy yourself if she be in her chamber.
Strike on the tinder! Ho!
Rodrigo, farewell, for I must leave you.
What?
It seems not meet nor wholesome to my place to be produced as if I stay I shall against the Moor. Though I do hate him, as I do hell's pains, yet for necessity of present life, I must show out a flag and sign of love, which is indeed but sign. That you shall surely find him, lead to the Sagittar the razed search, and there will I be with him. So, farewell!
It is too true and evil. Gone she is. Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Oh, that you had had her. Do you know where we may apprehend her and the Moor?
I think I can discover him. If you please to get good guard and go along with me.
Pray you lead on. I'll deserve your pains. Get weapons, ho! And raise some special officers of the night.
Though in the trade of war I have slain men, yet do I hold it very stuff of conscience to do no contrived murder. I lack iniquity sometimes to do me service. 9 or 10 times I had thought to have yerked him here under the ribs. 'Tis better as it is. Rodrigo prated and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your honour, that with a little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. But I pray, sir, are you fast married? For be assured of this, Signor Brabantio is much beloved, and hath in his effect a voice potential as double as the Duke's. He will divorce you, or put upon you what restraint and grievance that law will give him cable.
Let him do his spite. My services which I have done the state shall out-tongue his complaints. For know, Iago, but that I love the gentle Desdemona. I would not my unhoused, free condition put into circumscription and confine for the sea's worth. But look, what lights come yond?
These are the raised father and his friends. You had best go in.
Not I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it they?
Why, Janus, no. The servants of the Duke and your lieutenant.
The goodness of the night upon you, friends. Michael, what's the news?
The Duke does greet you, General, and he requires your post-haste appearance even on the instant.
What's the matter, think you?
Something from Cyprus, as I may divine, and many of the consuls raised and met are at the Duke's already. You have been hotly called for.
I will but spend a word here in the house and go with you.
Ensign, what makes he here?
Faith, he tonight hath boarded a land carack. If it prove lawful prize, he's made forever.
I do not understand.
He's married.
To who?
Married to... Come, Captain, will you go?
Here comes another troop to seek for you.
It is Brabantio, General. Be advised. He comes to bad intent.
All right, stand there.
Senor, it is the Moor. Down with him.
Keep up your bright swords, for that you will rust them. Good senior, you shall more command with years than with your weapons.
Thou foul thief! Where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her, for I'll refer me to all things of sense, if she in chains of magic were not bound. Whether a maid, so tender, fair, and happy, would ever have run from her guardage to the sooty bosom of such a thing as thou? I therefore apprehend, and do attach thee for an abuser of the world, a practicer of arts inhibited, and out of want. Lay hold upon him.
Hold your hands! Were it my cue to fight, I should have known it without a prompter. Where will you that I go, and answer this your charge?
To prison!
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewith satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side to bear me to him?
'Tis true, most worthy Signor. The Duke's in council, and your noble self, I am sure, is sent for.
How, the Duke in council? In this time of the night? Bring him away. Mine's not an idle cause. The Duke himself cannot but feel this wrong as 'twere his own.
My letters say 107 galleys.
And mine 140.
And mine 200.
There is no composition in these news, but though they jump not on a just account, yet do they all confirm a Turkish fleet and bearing hard on Cyprus.
Here comes Brabantio, and the valiant Moor.
Valiant Othello,
My lord.
we must straight employ you against the general enemy Ottoman. Senior Brabantio, we lacked your counsel and your help tonight.
Would your grace pardon me? Neither my place nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed, for my particular grief engluts all other sorrows.
Why, what's the matter?
My daughter. Oh, my daughter.
Dead?
Aye, to me. She is abused, stolen from me and corrupted, for nature so preposterously to err sans witchcraft could not.
Whoe'er hath thus beguiled your daughter of herself and you of her, the bloody book of law you shall yourself read. Yea, though our proper son stood in your action.
Humbly I thank your grace. Here is the man, this Moor.
We are very sorry for it. Othello, what in your part can you say to this?
Most potent, grave, and reverend signors, my very noble and approved good masters, that I have taken away this old man's daughter, it is most true. True, I've married her. The very head and front of my offending hath this extent no more. Rude am I in my speech, and therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. Yet, by your gracious patience, I will a round, unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love, and by what charms, what conjuration, and what mighty magic. For such proceedings I am charged withal. I won his daughter.
Maiden never bold, of spirit so still and quiet that her motion blushed at itself, and she, in spite of nature, to fall in love with what she feared to look on. I vouch again that with some mixtures powerful or the blood he wrought upon her.
To vouch this is no proof without more certain and more overt test.
But Othello, speak. Did you, by indirect and forced courses, subdue and poison this young maid's affections?
I do beseech you, send for the lady to the Sagittor, and let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul in her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Iago, conduct them. You best know the place.
My lord.
Until she come, as faithful as to heaven, I do confess the vices of my blood. So justly to your grave ears I'll present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine.
Say it, Othello.
Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life from year to year, the battles, sieges, fortunes that I have passed. I ran it through, even from my boyish days, to the very moment that he bade me tell it, wherein I spake of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents by flood and field, of hairbreadth escapes in the imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold to slavery, of my redemption thence, and all my travels' history. This to hear would Desdemona seriously incline. She'd come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I, observing, took once a pliant hour, and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest heart, that I would all my pilgrimage dilate, whereof by parcel she had something heard, but not intentively. I did consent, and often did beguile her of her tears, when I did speak of some distressful stroke that my youth suffered. My story being done, she gave me for my pains a world of sighs. She swore in faith 'twas strange, 'twas passing strange, 'twas pitiful, 'twas wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, yet she wished that heaven had made her such a man. She thanked me, and bade me, if I had a friend that loved her, I should but teach him how to tell my story, and that would woo her. Upon this hint I spake. She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them. This only is the witchcraft I have used. Here comes the lady. Let her witness it.
I think this tale would win my daughter, too.
I pray you hear her speak. Come hither, gentle mistress. Do you perceive in all this noble company where most you owe obedience?
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are lord of all my duty. I am hitherto your daughter. But here's my husband. And so much duty as my mother showed to you, preferring you before her father, so much I challenge that I may profess due to the Moor, my lord.
God be with you, I have done. Moor, I here do give thee that with all my heart, which, but thou hast already, with all my heart I would keep from thee. For thy sake, Jewel, I am glad at soul I have no other child, for thy escape would teach me tyranny to hang clogs on 'em. I have done, my lord. So beseech you now to the affairs of state.
The Turk, with most mighty preparation, makes for Cyprus. Othello, the fortitude of the place is best known to you. You must therefore be content to slubber the gloss of your new fortunes with this more stubborn and boisterous expedition.
The tyrant's custom, most grave senators, hath made the flinty and steel couch of war my thrice-driven bed of down. I'll undertake this present war against the Turkish foe. Most humbly, therefore, bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife, as levels with her breeding.
If you please, be it at her father's.
I'll not have it so.
Nor I.
Nor I. I would not there reside to put my father in impatient thoughts by being in his eye. Most gracious Duke, that I did love the Moor, to live with him. My downright violence and scorn of fortunes may trumpet to the world. My heart subdued even to the utmost pleasure of my lord. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honours and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind, a moth of peace, and he go to the war, the rights for which I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support by his dear absence. Let me go with him.
I do beseech you, let her have your voice.
Be it as you shall privately determine either for stay or going. The affairs cry haste, and speed must answer. You must hence tonight.
Tonight, my lord?
This night.
With all my heart.
Then good night to everyone. Noble Brabantio, if virtue no delighted beauty lack, your son-in-law is far more fair than black.
Look to her, Moor, if thou hast eyes to see. She has deceived her father, and may thee...
My life upon her faith. Honest Iago.
My lord?
My Desdemona must I leave to thee. I prithee, let thy wife attend on her, and bring her after in the best advantage.
Aye, my lord.
Come, Desdemona. I have but an hour to spend with thee. We must obey the time.
Iago!
Rodrigo? What sayest thou, noble heart?
What will I do, thinkst thou?
Why, go to bed and sleep.
I will incontinently drown myself.
If thou dost, I shall never love thee after. Why, thou silly gentleman?
What should I do?
Put money in thy purse and follow these wars? But it cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love unto the Moor. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her choice. She must have change. She must. Therefore put money in thy purse.
Wilt thou be fast to my hopes?
I have told thee often, and I tell thee again, I hate the Moor. My cause is hearted, thine has no less reason. Let us be communicative in our revenge against him. If thou canst cuckold him, thou dost thyself a pleasure and me a sport. But we'll more of this tomorrow, and so adieu.
I'll be with you betimes.
And no more of drowning, do you hear?
I am changed.
Go to, farewell. Put money enough in your purse.
I'll sell all my land.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. For I mine own gained knowledge should profane if I would time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the Moor, and it is thought abroad that twixt my sheets he's done my office. I know not if it be true, yet I for mere suspicion in that kind will do as if for surety. He likes me well. The better shall my purpose work on him. Cassio's a proper man. Let me see now. How to get his place? How? Let me see. After some time, to abuse Othello's ear that Cassio's too familiar with his wife. He has a person and a smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. The Moor is of a free and open nature, that thinks men honest that but seem to be so, and will as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I have it. It is engendered. Helen Knight must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
What from the cape can you discern at sea? Nothing at all! If that the Turkish fleet be not sheltered and embayed, they are drowned. It is impossible they bear it out.
My Lord Montano, a noble ship of Venice has seen a grievous rack and sufferance on most part of the Turkish fleet.
How? Is this true?
The ship is here put in. Michael Cassio, lieutenant of the warlike Moor Othello, is come on shore. The Moor himself at sea and is in full commission here for Cyprus.
I am glad on't. 'Tis a worthy governor, for I have served him, and the man commands like a full soldier.
My Lord Montano!
Lieutenant Cassio, most welcome, sir.
Thanks. And to the valiant of this worthy isle that so approve the Moor, and let the heavens give him defence against their elements.
What noise? The town is empty! On the brow of the sea stand ranks of people, and they cry a sail!
My hopes do shape him for the governor. They do discharge their shot of courtesy. Our friend at least.
But, good lieutenant, is your general wife?
Most fortunately. He hath achieved a maid that paragons description and wild fame, and in the essential vesture of creation does bear all excellency.
My lord!
Now who has put in?
'Tis one Iago, ensign to the general.
He has had most favourable and happy speed. Tempests themselves, high seas and howling winds, as having sense of beauty, do omit their common natures, letting go safely by the divine Desdemona.
What is she?
She that I spoke of, our great captain's captain, left in the conduct of the bold Iago. But here he comes. And with him the witches of the ship is now on shore. Hail to thee, lady.
I thank you, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lord?
He is not yet arrived, nor know I aught, but that he's well and will be shortly here.
Oh, but I fear...
But hark, a sail!
They give their greeting to the citadel. This likewise is a friend.
Good Iago, welcome. And to you, Mistress Amelia. Let it not gall your patience, good Iago, that I extend my manners. 'Tis my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Sir, would she give you so much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows on me, you'd have enough.
You have little cause to say so.
You are pictures out of doors, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, and hussies in your beds.
Oh, fie upon thee, slanderer.
Nay, it is true, or else I am a Turk. You rise to play and go to bed to work.
Do not learn it, Amelia, though he be thy husband. How say you, Cassio? Is he not a most profane and liberal
He
counsellor?
speaks so, madam. You may relish him more in the soldier than in the scholar.
He takes her by the palm. Aye, well said, whisper. With as little a web as this will I ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. Aye, smile upon her, do. I will catch thee in thine own courtesies. If such tricks as these strip you out of your lieutenantry, the better you had not kissed your 3 fingers so oft. The Moor, I know his trumpet.
'Tis truly so. Lo, where he comes.
Oh, my fair warrior!
My dear fellow.
It gives me wonder, great is my content to see you here before me. Oh, my soul's joy! If after every tempest come such calms, may the winds blow till they have wakened death. If it were now to die, 'twere now to be most happy, for I fear my soul hath her content so absolute that not another comfort like to this succeeds in unknown fate.
The heavens forbid but that our loves and comforts should increase even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers. I cannot speak enough of this content. It stops me here. It is too much of joy. And this, the greatest discords be that ever our hearts shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now. But I'll set down the pegs that make this music as honest as I am.
News, friends, our wars are done. The Turks are drowned. And you shall be well desired in Cyprus. I found great love amongst them. Good Iago,
My lord?
go to the bay and disembark my coffers. Come, Desdemona, let us to the castle. Once more, well met at Cyprus.
Iago!
Rodrigo, come hither. The Lieutenant Cassio tonight watches on the court of guard. First, I must tell thee this. Desdemona is directly in love with him.
With Cassio? What is not possible?
The knave is handsome, young, and hath all those requisites in him that folly and green minds look after. And the woman has found him already.
I cannot believe that in her. She's full of most blessed condition.
If she had been blessed, she would never have loved the Moor. Didst thou not see her paddle with the palm of Cassio's hand?
Yes, that I did, but that was but courtesy.
Lechery, an index and obscure prologue to the history of lust and foul thoughts. They met so near with their lips that their breaths embraced together. But, sir, be you ruled by me. Cassio knows you not. Find some occasion to anger him.
Well?
Sir, he's rash and very sudden of choler. Provoke him that he may strike at you. For even out of that will I cause the displanting of Cassio. So shall you have a shorter journey to your desires.
I will do this.
Then meet me by and by at the citadel. I must fetch his necessaries ashore. Farewell.
Adieu.
But Cassio loves her, I do well believe it. That she loves him, 'tis apt and of great credit. The Moor, howbeit that I endure him not, is of a constant, noble, loving nature. And I dare think he'll prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now, I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, but partly led to diet my revenge, for that I do suspect the lustful Moor hath leaped into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my innards. Nothing can nor shall content my soul till I am even with him, wife for wife. Or failing so, yet that I put the Moor at least into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure. Which thing to do? If this poor trash of Venice stand the putting on, I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip. Abuse him to the Moor in the rank garb, make the Moor thank me, love me, reward me for making him egregiously an ass, and practicing upon his peace and quiet even to madness. 'Tis here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
Let me the cannock cling, cling, and let me the cannock cling. A soldier's a man, and I spun a span. Why then let a soldier drink? Why then let a soldier drink?
More wine, boys! For God, Iago, an excellent song. But come, we must to the watch.
Not this hour, Lieutenant. 'Tis not yet 10 o'clock. Our general cast us this early for the love of his Desdemona. He hath not yet made wanton the night with her, and she is sport for Jove.
She is a most exquisite lady.
Aye, that she is. Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Lieutenant, I have a stoup of wine, and here without are a brace of Cyprus gallants that would fain have a measure to the health of Black Othello.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking.
Oh, they are our friends. But one cup. I'll drink for you.
I have drunk but one cup tonight, and dare not task my weakness with any more.
What, man? 'Tis a night of revels. The gallants desire it.
Where are they?
Here at the door. I pray you, call them in.
I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
I can fasten but one cup upon him with that which he hath drunk tonight already. He'll be as full of quarrel and offence as my young mistress's dog. Now, my sick fool Rodrigo to Desdemona hath tonight caroused potations pottle deep, and he's to watch. 3 lords of Cyprus, noble swelling spirits, have I tonight flustered with flowing cups, and they watch too. Now, amongst this flock of drunkards, am I to put...
You are listening to the BBC World Service. This is WNYE, New
But here
York.
it comes. Montano and most noble lords, welcome! Cassio, a drink to the health of our general.
Oh, God, they have given me a draught already. Oh, good faith, a little one, not past a pint, as I am a soldier. To the health of our general.
I am for it, Lieutenant, and will do you justice.
Well, no more of this. Let us to our affairs, and God forgive us our sins. Do not think, gentlemen, I am drunk. This is my ensign, this is my right hand, and this is my left hand. I am not drunk now. I can stand well enough and speak well enough.
Excellent, well.
Very well, then. You must not think that I am drunk.
Come, masters, let's set the watch.
My lord, this fellow that is gone before, he is a soldier fit to stand by Caesar and give direction. And do see his vice. 'Tis pity of him. I fear the trust Othello puts in Cassio on some odd time of his infirmity will shake the island.
But is he often thus?
'Tis evermore the prologue to his sleep.
It is great pity that the noble Moor should hazard such a place as his own second with one of an ingraft infirmity. It were an honest action to say so to the Moor.
Not I, for this fair island. I do love Cassio well and would do much to cure him of this evil. But hark, what noise?
Sword, you rogue! You rascal!
What's the matter, Lieutenant?
A knave. Teach me my duty, but I'll beat him into a wicker bottle!
Oh, beat me!
Does not prate, rogue! Good Lieutenant, I pray you, sir, hold your hand.
Let me go, sir, or
Come, you drunk!
drunk!
We three got away and cry a mutiny.
Nay, good lieutenant! God's will, gentlemen! Help, masters! Here's a goodly watch indeed. Who's that rings the bell? Diablo ho! The town will rise! God will, Lieutenant, hold! You will be shamed forever! What is the matter here? Wounds! I bleed still! I am hurt to the death! He dies! Hold for your life! Hold! The general speaks to you! Hold for shame! From whence arises this? Are we turned Turks, and to ourselves do that which heaven hath forbid the Ottomites? For Christian shame, put by this barbarous thrall! He that stirs next dies upon his motion. Silence that dreadful bell, it frights the isle from her propriety. My lord! Honest Iago, that looks dead with grieving. Speak, who began this? On thy love I charge thee.
If partially affined or leagued in office, thou dost deliver more or less than truth.
Thou art no soldier. I had rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offence to Michael Cassio. Yet I persuade myself to speak the truth. Shall nothing wrong him? Thus it is, General. Montano and myself being in speech, there comes a fellow crying out for help, and Cassio following him with determined sword to execute upon him. Montano here steps in to Cassio and entreats his pause. Myself, the crying fellow, did pursue. He, swift of foot, outran my purpose. When I returned, I found Cassio and this noble gentleman at blow and thrust, even as again they were when you yourself did part them. More of this matter can I not report. But men are men. The best sometimes forget.
I know, Iago. Thy honesty and love doth mince this matter, making it light to Cassio. Cassio, I love thee, but nevermore be officer of mine.
Othello?
Look, if my gentle love be not raised up, I'll make thee an example.
What is the matter, dear?
All's well now, sweet, and come away to bed. For your hurts, Montano, myself will be your surgeon. Lead him off. Iago, look with care about the town, and silence those whom this vile brawl distracted. Come, Desdemona. It is the soldier's life to have their balmy slumbers waked with strife.
What, are you hurt, Lieutenant?
Aye. Pastoral surgery.
Marry, God forbid.
Reputation. I have lost my reputation.
As I am an honest man, I thought you had received some bodily wound. There is more offence in that than in reputation. What man? There are ways to recover the general again. You are but now cast in his mood. A punishment more in policy than malice. Sue to him again and he's yours.
I will rather sue to be despised than to deceive so good a commander with so slight, so drunken and indiscreet an officer. Drunk, and speak parrot, and squabble, swagger, swear, and discourse fustian with one's own shadow. Oh, thou invisible spirit of wine! If thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil! I, drunk, come.
You, or any man living, may be drunk at some time. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. Confess yourself freely to her. Importune her help to put you in your place again.
You advise me well.
I protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely. And betimes in the morning will I beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me here.
You are in the right. Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Good night. Honest, Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice is free I give, and honest.
Iago.
How now, Rodrigo?
My money is almost spent. I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgelled, and I shall have so much experience for my pains and no money at all. And with that wit, return to Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience. Does not go well? Cassio hath beaten thee, and thou, by that small hurt, hath cashiered Cassio. Content thyself a while. By the master's morning. Retire thee. Go where thou art billeted. Away, I say. Thou shalt know more hereafter. Nay! Get thee gone. 2 things are to be done. My wife must move for Cassio to her mistress. I'll set her on. Myself a while to draw the Moor apart and bring him jump when he may Cassio find soliciting his wife. Aye, that's the way. Thou not device by coldness and delay.
In happy time, Iago.
You have not been abed, then?
Why, no, the day had broke before we parted. I have made bold, Iago, to send in to your wife. My suit to her is that she will to the virtuous Desdemona procure me some excess.
Then I'll devise a mean to draw the Moor out of the way, that your converse and business may be more free.
I humbly thank you for it. I never knew a Florentine more kind and honest.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I am sorry for your displeasure, but all will soon be well. The general and his wife are talking of it, and she speaks for you stoutly. The Moor replies that he you hurt is of great fame in Cyprus and great affinity, and that in wholesome wisdom he might not but refuse you. But he protests he loves you, and needs no other suitor but his likings to take the safest occasion by the front to bring you in again.
Yet I beseech you, give me advantage of some brief discourse with Desdemona alone.
Pray you come in. I will bestow you where you shall have time to speak your bosom freely.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities in thy behalf.
Oh, good madam, do. I know it grieves my husband as if the case were his.
Oh, that's an honest fellow. Do not doubt, Cassio, but I will have my lord and you again as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he's never anything but your true servant.
Oh, sir, I thank you. You do love my lord. You have known him long. And be you well assured he shall in strangeness stand no farther off than in a politic distance.
Aye, but lady, that policy may last so long that I, being absent and my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service.
Do not doubt that. Before Amelia here, I give thee warrant. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Madam, here comes my lord.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
Why stay and hear me speak?
Madam, not now. I am very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes.
Well, do your discretion.
I like not that.
What dost thou say?
Nothing, my lord. Or if, I know not what.
Was not that Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio, my lord? No, sure. I cannot think it that he would sneak away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
Oh, now, my lord. I have been talking with a suitor here. A man that languishes in your displeasure.
Who is you mean?
Why, your Lieutenant Cassio. Good, my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take. For if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. I prithee call him back.
Wend he hence now?
Yes, faith, so humble that he hath left part of his grief with me to suffer with him. Good love, call him back.
Not now, sweet Desdemona, some other time.
But shall be shortly.
The sooner, sweet, for you.
Shall be tonight at supper.
No, not tonight. I meet the captains at the Citadel.
Why then tomorrow night, or Tuesday morn, or Tuesday noon, or night, or Wednesday morn. I prithee name the time, but let it not exceed 3 days. When shall he come? Tell me, Othello, I wonder in my soul what you would ask me that I should deny, or stand so mammering on. What, Michael Cassio, that came a-wooing with you, and so many a time when I have spoke of you dispraisingly, hath ta'en your part?
Prithee, no more. Let him come when he will. I will deny thee nothing.
Why, this is not a boon. 'Tis as I should entreat you wear your gloves.
Whereon I do beseech thee, grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord. Emilia, come. Be it as your fancies teach you. Whate'er you be, I am obedient.
Excellent wretch. Perdition catch my soul. But I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos is come again.
My noble lord.
What does that say, Iago?
Did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for a satisfaction of my thought. No further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think he had been acquainted with her.
Oh, yes, and went between us very oft.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed. Discernst thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord?
Honest, aye, honest.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord?
Think, my lord? By heaven, he echoes me. As if there was a monster in his thought too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say, but now thou likest not that, when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told thee he was of my counsel, in my whole course of wooing, thou criedst, indeed, as if thou then had shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. If thou dost love me, show me thy thought.
My lord, you know I love you.
I think thou dost. And for I know thou'rt full of love and honesty, and waste thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore these stops of thine frighten me the more.
For Michael Cassio, I dare be sworn, I think that he is honest.
I think so too.
Men should be what they seem, or those that be not, would they might seem none.
Certain men should be what they seem.
Why then I think Cassio's an honest man.
Nay, yet there's more in this. I prithee speak to me as to thy thinkings, as thou dost ruminate, and give thy worst of thoughts the worst of words.
Good my lord, pardon me. Though I am bound to every act of duty, I am not bound to that all slaves are free to. Utter my thoughts? Why? Say they are vile and false.
Thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago. If thou but thinkst him wrong, then makest his ear a stranger to thy thoughts.
No, I do beseech you. It were not for your quiet, nor your good, nor for my manhood, honesty, and wisdom to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, dear my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. Who steals my purse, steals trash, 'tis something, nothing. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him, and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts.
Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. That cuckold lives in bliss, who certain of his fate loves not his wronger. But oh, what damned minutes tells he o'er, who dotes yet doubts, suspects yet fondly loves. Good God, the souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy.
Why is this? Thinkst thou I'd make a life of jealousy? To follow still the changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No. To be once in doubt is once to be resolved. 'Tis not to make me jealous. To say my wife is fair, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor from mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt, for she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove. And on the proof there is no more but this: away at once with love or jealousy.
I'm glad of this, for now I shall have reason to show the love and duty that I bear you with franker spirit. Therefore, as I am bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. I know our country disposition well. In Venice they do let God see the pranks they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave to undone, but to keep to unknown.
Dost thou say so?
She did deceive her father marrying you. And when she seemed to shake and fear your looks, she loved them most.
And so she did.
Why, go to then. She that so young could give out such a seeming to seal her father's eyes up close as oak. He thought 'twas witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I humbly do beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you.
I am bound to thee forever.
I see this hath a little dashed your spirits.
Not a jot, not a jot.
In faith, I fear it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes from my love, but I do see you're moved.
No, not much moved. I do not think my Desdemona is honest.
Long live she so, and long live you to think so.
And yet, how nature, erring from itself.
Aye, there's the point. As to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, whereto we see in all things nature tends. Foe, one may smell in such a will most rank, foul disproportion, thoughts unnatural. But, pardon me, I do not in position distinctly speak of her, though I may fear her will, recoiling to a better judgment, may fall to match you with her country forms, and haply repent.
Farewell, farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago.
My lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless sees and knows more, much more than he unfolds.
My lord, I would I might entreat your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. Although 'tis fit that Cassio have his place, for sure he fills it up with great ability, yet, if you please to hold him off a while, you shall by that perceive him and his means. Note if your lady strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity, much will be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears, as worthy cause I have to fear I am, and hold her free. I do beseech your honor. I once more take my leave.
This fellow's of exceeding honesty. and knows all qualities with a learned spirit of human dealings. Oh, curse of marriage! That we can call these delicate creatures ours and not their appetites. I'd rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon and keep a corner in the thing I love for others' uses. But Desdemona comes. If she be false soul, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear Othello? Your dinner in the generous islanders by you invited to attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead. Here.
Faith, that's with watching. 'Twill away again. Let me but bind your head. Within this hour it will be well.
Oh, your kerchief is too little. Let it alone. Come, I'll go in with you.
I'm very sorry that you are not well.
I am glad I have found this kerchief. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband had 100 times wooed me to steal it, but she so loves the token that she reserves it evermore about her to kiss and talk to. I'll have a copy made and give to Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I'm nothing but to please his fantasy.
Now, what do you here alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
A thing for me? It is a common thing. To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? What will you give me now for that handkerchief the Moor first gave to Desdemona? That which so often you did beg me steal?
Has stolen it from her?
In faith, she let it drop but now by negligence. And to the advantage, I, being here, took it up.
Good wench. Give it me.
What will you do with it? That you have been so earnest to have me steal it?
Why, what is that to you?
If it be not for some purpose of import, give me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she shall lack it.
Be not you know not. I have use for it. Go! Leave me. I will, in Cassio's lodging, lose this kerchief, and let him find it. Trifles light as air are to the jealous confirmations strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are in their nature's poisons, which at the first are scarce found to distaste, but with a little act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulphur.
False to me. To me.
Look where he stands. Not poppy, nor mandragora, nor all the drowsy syrups of the world shall ever medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou owedst yesterday. Why, how now, General? No more of that.
Lord, be gone. Thou hast set me on the rack. I swear 'tis better to be much abused than but to know too little.
How now, my lord?
What sense had I of her stolen hours of lust? I saw it not, thought it not, it harmed not me. I slept the next night well, was free and merry. I found not Cassio's kisses on her lips.
I am sorry to hear this.
Oh, now forever. Farewell the tranquil mind. Farewell content. Farewell. Othello's occupation's gone.
Is possible, my lord?
Villain! Be sure that prove my love a whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof. Or by the worth of man's eternal soul, thou hadst better have been born a dog than answer my wicked wrath.
It's come to this.
Make me to see it, or at the least so prove it, that the probation bear no hinge, nor loop to hang a doubt on, or woe upon thy life.
My noble lord!
Thou to slander her, and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse, for nothing canst thou to damnation add greater than that.
Oh, grace! Oh, heaven, defend me! Are you a man? Have you a soul or sense? Oh, monstrous world, take note, take note! To be direct and honest is not safe. I thank you for this prophet, and from hence I'll love no friend, since love breeds such offence.
No, stay. Thou shouldst be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty's a fool and loses that it works for.
By the world, I think my wife be honest, and think she is not. I think that thou art just, and think thou art not. I'll have some proof. Her name, that was as fresh as Dian's visage, is now begrimed and black as mine own face. Would I were satisfied?
I see, sir, you are eaten up with passion. I do repent me that I put it to you. You would be satisfied.
Would? Nay, I will.
But how, my lord? Would you, the supervisor, grossly gape on, behold her topped?
Death and damnation! Oh.
It were a tedious difficulty, I think, to bring them to that prospect. Were they as prime as goats, as hot as monkeys?
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I do not like the office. But since I'm entered in this cause so far, I will go on. I lay with Cassio lately, and being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are a kind of men so loose of soul that in their sleeps will mutter their affairs. One of this kind is Cassio. In sleep I heard him say, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary, let us hide our loves." And then, sir, would he grip and wring my hand, cry, "Oh, sweet creature," and then kiss me hard, as if he plucked up kisses by the roots that grew upon my lips, then laid his leg over my thigh and sighed and kissed, and then cried, "Cursed fate that gave thee to the Moor."
Oh, monstrous! Monstrous! I'll tear her all to pieces.
Nay, but be wise. Yet we see nothing done. She may be honest yet. Tell me this. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
No, I know not that. But such a handkerchief did I today see Cassio wipe his beard with. If it be that, or any that was hers, it speaks against her with the other proofs.
Now do I see it is true. Look here, Iago. All my fond love, thus do I blow to heaven. 'Tis gone. Arise, black vengeance, from thy hollow cell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne to tyrannous hate. O blood, Iago, blood!
Patience, I say. Your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago. My bloody thoughts, with violent pace, shall never look back, never ebb to humble love, till that a capable and wide revenge swallow them up. Now, by yond marble heaven, in the due reverence of a sacred vow, I here engage my words.
Witness, you ever-burning lights above, you elements that clip us round about. Witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart, to wronged Othello's service. Let him command, and to obey shall be in me remorse, what bloody work soever.
I greet thy love, not with vain thanks, but with acceptance bounteous, and will upon the instant put thee to it. within these 3 days, let me hear thee say that Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request, but let her live.
Damn her, you minx. Damn her. Damn her. Come, go with me apart. I will withdraw to furnish me with some swift means of death for the fair devil. Now art thou my lieutenant.
I am your own. Forever.
Why should I lose that handkerchief, Amelia?
Why, no, not, madam.
Believe me, I had rather lost my purse full of crusados. And but my noble Moor is true of mind and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are, it were enough to put him to ill thinking.
Is he not jealous?
Who, he? I think the son where he was born drew all such humours from him.
Look where he comes.
How is it with you, my lord?
Well, my good lady. Hardness to dissemble. How do you, Desdemona?
Well, my good lord.
Give me your hand. This hand is moist, my lady.
It yet has felt no age, nor known no sorrow.
This argues fruitfulness and liberal heart. Hot and moist. 'Tis a good hand, a frank one.
You may indeed say so, for 'twas that hand that gave away my heart. But come now, your promise.
What promise, Chuck?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I have a salt and sorry room offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not?
No, indeed, my lord.
That is a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost read the thoughts of people. She told her while she kept it, 'twould make her amiable and subdue my father entirely to her love. But if she lost it, or made a gift of it, my father's eye should hold her loathed, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She, dying, gave it me, and bade me, when my fate would have me wife, to give it her. I did so, and take heed on't. To lose or give it away was such perdition as nothing else could match.
Indeed, it's true.
Most veritable, therefore look to it well.
Then would to God that I had never seen it.
Wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rash?
It's lost, it's gone, speak, is it out of the way?
It is not lost, but what an if it were?
How?
I say it is not lost.
Fetch it, let me see it.
Why, so I can, sir, but I will not now. This is a trick to put me from my suit. Pray you let Cassio be
Fetch
received
me
again.
the handkerchief.
You'll never meet
my
a
mind
more
misgives.
sufficient
The
man.
handkerchief.
I say, talk me of Cassio.
The handkerchief.
A man that all his time shared dangers with you.
The handkerchief.
Faith, you are to blame.
Boom!
Is not this man jealous?
I ne'er saw this before. Sure, there's some wonder in this handkerchief.
Look you, Lieutenant Cassio.
Madam.
How now, good Cassio? What's the news with you?
Madam, my former suit. I do beseech you that by your virtuous means I may again exist and be a member of his love whom I entirely honour.
Gentle Cassio, my advocation is not now in tune. My lord is not my lord, nor should I know him were he in favour as in humour altered. I have spoken for you all my best, and stood within the blank of his displeasure for my free speech. You must awhile be patient. What I can do, I will. Let that suffice you.
Is my lord angry?
He went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
Something sure of state hath paddled his clear spirit. And in such cases men's natures wrangle with inferior things, though great ones are their object.
Pray heaven it be state matters, as you think, and no conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Alas, the day I never gave him cause.
But jealous souls will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for their jealous. It is a monster, begot upon itself, born on itself.
Heaven keep that monster from Othello's mind.
Oh, lady, amen.
I will go seek him. Cassio, walk hereabout. If I do find him fit, I'll move your suit. and seek to effect it to my uttermost.
I humbly thank your ladyship.
Come, Emilia.
Madam?
Save you, friend Cassio.
My most fair Bianca. How is't with you? I' faith, sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was going to your lodging, Cassio. What? Keep a week away? 7 days and nights? 8 hours?
Pardon me, Bianca, I have this while with leaden thoughts been pressed. But I shall at a more convenient time strike off this score of absence.
Oh.
Sweet Bianca, make me a copy of this kerchief.
Whence came this?
I know not, sweet. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well. I'd have it copied. Take it, and do it. And leave me for this time.
I pray you, bring me on the way a little, and say if I shall see you soon at night.
'Tis but a little way that I can bring you, for I attend here on the general.
Will you think so?
Think so, Iago.
To kiss in private?
An unauthorized kiss.
Or to be naked with her friend in bed, an hour or more, not meaning any harm.
Naked in bed, Iago, and not mean harm. It is hypocrisy against the devil.
So they do nothing. 'Tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief...
What then?
Why then, 'tis hers, my lord, and being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. May she give that?
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. But for the handkerchief...
By heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it. Thou saidst he had my handkerchief.
Aye, what of that?
That's not so good now.
What if I had said I had seen him do you wrong, or heard him say...
What hath he said?
Faith, that he did... I know not what he did.
What? What?
Lie.
With her?
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her. Lie on her. We say lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her. Oh, that's fulsome. Handkerchief. Confession. Handkerchief. I tremble at it. It is not words. It shakes me. Just... Noses, ears, and lips. Is it possible? Confess. Handkerchief. Devil!
Work on my medicine. Work. What ho, my lord! My lord, I say, Othello!
Iago!
How now, Cassio?
What's the matter?
My lord is fallen into an epilepsy.
Rub him about the temple.
No, forbear. The lethargy must have his quiet course. If not, he foams at mouth and by breaks out to savage madness. Look, he stirs. Do you withdraw yourself a little while? He will recover straight. When he is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you.
Very well.
How is it, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you? Oh, by heaven. Would you would bear your fortune like a man?
A horned man's a monster and a beast.
Well, there's many a beast then in a populous city, and many a civil monster.
Did he confess it?
Whilst you were here, overwhelmed with your grief, Cassio came hither.
Huh?
I shifted him away, but bade him anon return and here speak with me, the which he promised. Stand you a while apart, for I will make him tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when he hath and is again to cope your wife. Why, marry, patience!
I will be found most cunning in my patience, but dost thou hear? most bloody.
That's not amiss. But yet keep time in all. Will you withdraw? Now will I question Cassio of Bianca, a hussif that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio, as 'tis the strumpet's plague to beguile many and be beguiled by one. He, when he hears of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. Here he comes. As he shall smile, Othello shall go mad. How do you now, Lieutenant?
The worse, sir, that you give me the addition whose want even kills me.
Ply Desdemona well, and you are sure on't. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed? I never knew a woman love man so.
Alas, poor road, I think a face she loves me.
Iago beckons me.
It haunts me in every...
Now he begins the story.
I was talking on the sea bank with certain Venetians, and thither comes the bauble and falls about my neck. Hangs and lolls and weeps upon me.
Now he tells how she plucked him to my chamber. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not that dog I shall throw it to.
Well, I must leave her company.
Cassio!
Bianca, what do you mean by this haunting of me?
What did you mean by that same handkerchief you gave me even now? I must take up the work? A likely piece of work, that you should find it in your chamber and not know who left
That should be my handkerchief.
This is the minx's token, and I must copy it. There. Give it your hobby horse, wheresoever you had it. I'll take out no work on't.
Now, my sweet Bianca. How now?
If you'll come to supper tonight, you may. If you will not, come when you are next prepared for.
After her.
Faith, I must. She'll rail in the street out.
Will you sup there?
Faith, I intend to.
Farewell.
Bianca!
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughed at his vice?
Oh, Iago.
And did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Yours by this hand. And to see how he prizes the foolish woman, your wife. She gave it him, and he hath given it to his whore.
I would have him 9 years a killing. A fine woman. A fair woman. A sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
Aye, let her rot and perish and be damned tonight, for she shall not live. No, my heart is turned to stone. I strike it, and it hurts my hand. Oh, the world hath not a sweeter creature. Of so high and plenteous wit and invention.
She's the worse for all this.
Oh, a thousand times. And then of so gentle a condition.
Aye, too gentle.
Nay, that's certain. But yet, the pity of it, Iago. Oh, Iago. Just the pity of it, Iago.
If you are so fond over her iniquity, give her patent to offend. For if it touch not you, it comes near nobody.
Oh, I will chop her into messes. Called me?
Oh, 'tis foul in her.
With mine officer.
That's fouler.
Get me some poison this night. I'll not expostulate with her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago.
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed, even the bed she hath contaminated.
Good. The justice of it pleases. Very good.
And for Cassio, let me be undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Excellent, good. What trumpet is that same?
Something from Venice, sure. 'Tis Lodovico, come from the Duke. And see, your wife is with him.
God save you, worthy general.
With all my heart, sir.
The Duke and Senators of Venice greet you, and bid me give you this letter.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasures.
I'm very glad to see you, Signor Lodovico. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Lives, sir.
Cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach, but you shall make all well.
Are you sure of that?
My lord?
Oh, this fail you not to do, as you will.
He did not call. He's busy in the paper. Is there division twixt my lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear to Cassio.
Fire and brimstone!
My lord.
Are you wise?
What is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him. For, as I think, they do command him home, deputing Cassio in his government.
By my troth, I am glad,
Indeed.
My lord?
I am glad to see you mad.
Why, sweet Othello.
Devil!
I have not deserved this.
My lord, this would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends, she weeps.
Oh, devil. If that the earth could teem with woman's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady. I do beseech your lordship, call her back.
Mistress!
My lord?
What would you with her, sir?
Who? I, my lord?
You did wish that I would make her turn. She can turn, and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep, sir, weep. And she's obedient. Proceed you in your tears. Concerning this, well-painted passion, I am commanded home. Get you away! I'll send for you anon. Sir, I obey the mandate, and will return to Venice. Hence! Avaunt! Cassio shall have my place. And, sir, tonight, I do entreat that we may sup together. You're welcome, sir, to Cyprus. Goats and monkeys!
Is this the noble Moor, whom our full senate call all in all sufficient?
He is much changed.
What? Strike his wife? Is it his use? Or did the letters work upon his blood, and you create this fault?
Alas, alas. It is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known.
I am sorry that I am deceived in him.
You have seen nothing, then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm, and then I heard each syllable that breath made up between them.
What, did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never.
To fetch a fan, her gloves, a mask, nor nothing?
Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager she is honest. Lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove your thought. It doth abuse your bosom. If any wretch have put this in your head, let heaven requite it with the serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no man happy.
Bid her come hither, and stand you without, and cough or cry hem if anybody come. Go! She says enough, yet she's a simple boor that cannot say as much. This is a subtle whore, a closet lock and key, a villainous secret. Yet she'll kneel and pray. I've seen her do it.
My lord, what is your will?
Pray, Chuck, come hither.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Look in my face.
What horrible fancy is this? Upon my knees, what doth your speech import? I understand the fury in your words, but not the words.
Why, what art thou?
Your wife, my lord. Your true and loyal wife.
Swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows that thou art false as hell.
To whom, my lord? With whom? How am I false?
Away, Desdemona. Had it pleased heaven to try me with affliction, had they rained all kind of sores and shames on my bare head, steeped me in poverty to the very lips, given to captivity me and my utmost hopes, I should have found in some place of my soul a drop of patience. But there, where I have garnered up my heart, where either I must live or bear no life, the fountain from the which my current runs, or else dries up, to be discarded thence, or keep it as a cistern for foul toads to knot and gender in.
I hope my noble lord esteems me honest.
Thou weed, why art so lovely fair? Thou smells so sweet that the sense aches at thee. Would thou hadst never been born!
Alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
Committed? Oh, thou public commoner! I should make very forges of my cheeks that would to cinders burn up modesty, did I but speak thy deed. What committed? Impudent strumpet!
By heaven, you do me wrong.
What, not a whore?
No, as I shall be saved.
I cry you mercy, then. I took you for that cunning whore of Venice that married with Othello. Mistress!
My lord?
And done, of course. There's money for your pain.
Good madam, what's the matter with my lord?
Who is thy lord?
Why, he that is yours, sweet lady.
I have none. Prithee, tonight, lay on my bed our wedding sheets. Remember, and call thy husband hither.
Here's change indeed.
'Tis meet I should be used so. Very well. How have I been behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my greatest abuse?
What is your pleasure, madam? How is it with you?
I cannot tell.
What is the matter, lady?
Alas, Iago, my lord hath so behawed her, thrown such despite and heavy terms upon her, as true heart cannot bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she said my lord did say I was.
He called her whore. The beggar in his drink could not have laid such terms upon his slut.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
I will be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, to get some office have not devised this slander. I'll be hanged else.
Fie, there is no such man. It is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
The halter pardon him, and hell gnaw his bones. Why should he call her whore? Who keeps her company? What place, what time, what form, what likelihood? The Moor's abused by some most villainous knave, some base, notorious knave, some scurvy fellow will fie upon them. Such some squire he was that turned your wit the seamy side without and made you suspect me with a Moor.
You are a fool. Go to.
Oh, good Iago. What shall I do to win my lord again? Good friend, go to him. For, by this light of heaven, I know not how I lost him. Here I kneel. If e'er my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, or that mine eyes, mine ears, or any sense delighted them in any other form, or that I do not yet, and ever did, and ever will love him dearly, comfort forswear me.
I pray you, be content. 'Tis but his humour. The business of the state does him offence, and he does chide with you.
If 'twere no other.
It is but so, I warrant. Hark, how these instruments summon you to supper. The messengers of Venice stay the meat. Go in, and weep not. All things shall be well.
Iago.
How now, Rodrigo?
I do not find that thou dealst justly with me.
How so?
Every day thou daffst me with some device, Iago, and rather keeps from me all conveniency than supplies me with the least advantage of hope.
You charge me most unjustly.
With naught but truth. I have wasted myself out of my means. The jewels you have had from me to deliver to Desdemona would half have corrupted a votarist. You told me she hath received them and returned me expectations, but I find none.
Well, go to. Very well.
I tell you, 'tis not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. If she will return to me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitation. If not, assure yourself, I will seek satisfaction of you.
Why? Now I see there's metal in thee. Give me thy hand.
Oh,
Rodrigo, if thou hast that in thee indeed, which I have greater reason to believe now than ever, I mean purpose, courage, and valour, this night shalt. If thou the next night following enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery.
well, is it within reason and compass?
There is a special commission come from Venice to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Why, then Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice?
No, he goes into Mauritania and takes away with him the fair Desdemona.
Oh.
Unless his abode be lingered here by some accident, wherein none can be so determinate as the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean, removing of him?
You are listening to the BBC World Service. This is WNYE, New York.
Knocking out his brains.
And that you would have me do?
Aye, if you dare do yourself a profit and a right. He sups tonight with a harlot. If you will watch his going thence, you may take him at your pleasure. I will be near to second your attempt, and he shall fall between us. Come, stand not amazed. I will show you such a necessity in his death that you shall think yourself bound to put it on him. The night grows to waste. About it.
I will hear further reason for this.
And you shall be satisfied.
Madam, good night. I humbly thank your ladyship.
Your honour is most welcome.
Will you walk, sir? Oh, Desdemona.
My lord?
Get you to bed on the instant. I'll be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant there. Look to be done.
I will, my lord.
I do beseech you, sir, trouble yourself no further.
Oh, pardon me. 'Twill do me good to walk.
How goes it now? He looks gentler than he did.
He hath commanded me to go to bed, and bade me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It was his bidding. Therefore, good Emilia, give me my nightly wearing and adieu. You must not now displease him.
Would you had never seen him?
So would not I. My love doth so approve him that even his stubbornness, his checks, his frowns. Prithee, unpin me. Have grace and favour in them.
I have laid those sheets you bade me on the bed.
All's one. Good faith, how foolish are our minds. If I do die before thee, prithee shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Oh, come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbary. She was in love, and he she loved proved mad and did forsake her. She had a song of willow. An old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune, and she died singing it. That song tonight will not go from my mind. The poor soul sat sighing by a sycamore tree. Sing all a green willow, her hand on her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing willow, 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 willow. Sing willow, 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 willow. Must be my garland. Sing all a green willow. Willow, willow, willow. Sing all a green willow must be my garland.
Shall I go fetch your nightgown?
No, unpin me here. Hark, who is that knocks?
It is the wind.
Oh, these men. Dost thou in conscience think, tell me, Amelia, that there be women to abuse their husbands in such gross kinds?
There be some such, no question.
Beshrew me if I would do such a wrong for the whole world.
I do think it is their husbands' faults if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties, or else break out in peevish jealousies, or strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet we have some revenge. Well, what is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is't frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have we not affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
Good night, my lady. Good night. Good night. God me such uses send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad mend.
Here, stand behind this bulk. Straight will he come. Wear thy good rapier bare, and put it home.
Be near at hand, I may miscarry it.
Here at thy hand. Be bold and take thy stand.
I have rubbed this young quad almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now, whether he kill Cassio or Cassio him, or each to kill the other, every way makes my gain. Live Roderigo. He calls me to a restitution large of gold and jewels that I bobbed from him as gifts to Desdemona. It must not be. If Cassio do remain, he hath a daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly. Besides, the Moor may unfold me to him. There stand I in much peril. No, he must die.
But soft, I hear him coming. I know his gait. 'Tis he. Villain, thou diest!
That thrust had been mine enemy indeed, but that my coat is better than thou thinkst. I will make proof of thine.
Oh, I am slain!
Roderigo hit and Cassio yet unharmed. Then 'tis time to lend a hand.
I am maimed forever! Right-ho! Murder!
Wretched villain!
Murder!
Nobody can!
No passage! No help!
Who's there? Whose noise is this that cries out murder?
Iago! Oh, I am spoiled and undone by villains! Give me some help!
Oh, me? Lieutenant, what villains have done this?
Think that one of them is hereabouts and cannot make away!
Oh, treacherous villains! What are you there? Come in and give some help!
Oh, help me here!
That's one of them!
Oh, murderous slave! Oh, villains!
Oh, damned Iago! Oh, inhuman dog!
Kill men in the dark? Where be these bloody thieves? Oh, murder! Murder!
What noise is this? Who here cries murder? Let's think it unsafe to come into the cry without more help.
Signor Lodovico?
He, sir, and Graciano with me.
I cry you mercy. Here's Cassio hurt by villains.
Cassio! I'm sorry to find you thus. My leg is cut in two.
Help! Help! Patience a while, good Cassio. Come, Graciano. Lend me a light. Know we this face or no? Alas, my friend and dear countryman, Roderigo. Oh, heaven, Roderigo!
Roderigo?
He, 'tis he!
Oh.
Bear Cassio carefully from hence. I'll fetch the general surgeon.
Iago!
Yes, what's the matter? What's the matter, husband?
Cassio's hair been set on in the dark by Rodrigo and fellows that are escaped. He's almost slain and Rodrigo dead.
Alas, good gentleman, alas, good Cassio!
Kind gentlemen, let's see poor Cassio dressed. Amelia, run you to the citadel and tell my lord and lady what hath happened. Will you go on, I pray? This is the night that either makes me or fordoes me quite.
It is the cause. It is the cause, my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow, and smooth as monumental alabaster. If she must die, else she'll betray more men. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me. But once put out thy light, I know not where is that Promethean heat that can thy light relume. When I have plucked the rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It needs must wither. I'll smell it on the tree. A balmy breath that doth almost persuade justice herself to break her sword. Once more.
Othello,
Aye, Desdemona.
when you come to bed, my lord.
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
Aye, my lord.
If you bethink yourself of any crime, unreconciled as yet to heaven and grace, solicit for it straight, and I'll walk by. I would not kill thy unprepared spirit. No, heaven forfend, I would not kill thy soul.
Talk you of killing?
Aye, I do.
Then heaven have mercy on me.
Amen, with all my heart.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me. And yet I fear you. Why I should, I know not, since guiltiness I know not. But yet I feel I fear.
Think on thy sins.
They are loves I bear to you.
And for that thou diest.
That's unnatural that kills for loving.
Peace and be still.
I will so. What's the matter?
That handkerchief which I so loved and gave thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
Oh, by my life and soul. Send for the man and ask him.
Take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
I but not yet to die.
Yes, presently.
Then, Lord, have mercy on me.
I say amen.
And have you mercy, too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio, but with such general warranty of heaven as I might love. I never gave him token.
Oh, from heaven, I saw my handkerchief in his hand. Oh, perjured woman.
Nay, he found it, then I never gave it, and sent for him hither and let him confess a truth.
He hath confessed.
What, my lord?
That he hath used thee.
How? Unlawfully?
Aye.
He will not say so.
No, his mouth is stopped. Honest Iago hath taken order for it.
Oh, my fear interprets. What is he dead?
Thou strumpet! Weep thou for him to my face.
Oh, punish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, strumpet!
Kill me tomorrow, let me live tonight.
Nay, if you strive.
But while I say one prayer.
It is too late.
Oh, Lord. Lord. Lord.
What voice is this? Not dead,
not yet quite dead. I that am cruel am yet merciful. I would not have thee linger in thy pain. So.
Oh, my lord, my lord!
Who's there?
Oh, good my lord, I speak a word with you.
Yes, it is Amelia. By and by! She's dead. It is like she comes to speak of Cassio's death. Aye, no more moving. Still as the grave. And shall she come in? No. What's best to do? If she come in, she'll sure speak to my wife. My wife. My wife. What wife? I have no wife. Oh, insupportable. Oh, heavy hour. Methinks it should be now a huge eclipse of sun and moon, and that the affrighted globe should yawn at alteration. Soft, by and by! Let me the curtains draw. Amelia, what's the matter with thee now?
Oh, my good lord, yonder's foul murder done.
What now?
Cassio, my lord, hath killed a young Venetian called Rodrigo.
Rodrigo killed, and Cassio killed.
No, Cassio is not killed.
Not Cassio killed. Then murder's out of tune, and sweet revenge grows harsh.
Oh, Lord, what cries that?
That? What?
Behind the bed curtain. Oh, help! Help! Oh, help! Oh, lady, speak again. Sweet Desdemona, oh, sweet mistress, speak! Oh, I've done this deed.
'Twas I that killed her.
Oh, the more angel she and you, the blacker devil.
She turned to folly, and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil.
She was false as water.
Thou art rash as fire to say that she was false. Oh, she was heavenly true.
Cassio did top her. Thy husband knew it all.
My husband?
Thy husband.
That she was false to wedlock?
I with Cassio.
My husband?
It was he that told me on her first. An honest man he is, and hates the slime that sticks on filthy deeds.
My husband?
My friend, thy husband, honest Iago.
If he say so, may his pernicious soul rot half a grain a day. He lies to the heart. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain. Do thy worst. This deed of thine is no more worthy heaven than thou wast worthy her.
Peace you were best.
Thou hast not half that power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. Oh, gull, oh, dolt, as ignorant as dirt. Thou hast done a deed. I care not for thy sword. I'll make thee known though I lost 20 lives. Help! 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 The Moor have killed my mistress! Murder! Murder!
What is the matter? How now, General?
Oh, are you come, Iago? You have done well, that men must lay their murders on your neck.
What is the matter?
Disprove this, villain, if thou be'st a man. He says thou toldst him that his wife was false. I know thou didst not. Art not such a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told him what I thought, and told no more than what he found himself was apt and true.
But did you ever tell him she was false?
I did.
You told a lie, an odious, damned lie, upon my soul, a lie, a wicked lie. She false with Cassio. Did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress. Go to, charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies murdered in her bed, and your reports have set the murder on.
Murdered? Heaven forfend.
Nay, stare not, masters, it is true indeed.
'Tis a strange truth.
Oh, monstrous act!
Villainy, villainy, villainy!
What, are you mad? I charge you, get you home!
Oh,
Nay, lay thee down and roar, for thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that e'er did lift up eye.
Oh, she was foul! Iago knows that she with Cassio hath the act of shame 1,000 times committed. Cassio confessed it, and she did gratify his amorous works with that recognizance and pledge of love which I first gave her. I saw it in his hand. It was a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother.
Oh, God! Oh, heavenly God!
Suze, hold your peace.
No, I will speak as liberal as the air. Let heaven and men and devils, let them all cry shame against me, yet I'll speak.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not!
By Iago! Your sword upon a woman!
Oh, thou dull Moor. That handkerchief thou speak'st of I found by fortune and did give my husband. He begged of me to steal it.
Filth, thou liest!
By heaven, I do not, gentlemen!
Are there no stones in heaven but would serve for the thunder? Villainous Iago!
The woman falls! Sure, Iago has killed his wife!
I'll lay me by my mistress' side.
Iago's gone, but his wife's killed.
Come, guard the door without. Let Othello not pass, but kill him rather. I'm after that Iago, for 'tis a damned slave.
I am not valiant neither, but every puny whipster gets my sword. But why should honor outlive honesty? Let it go all.
Moor, she was chaste. She loved thee, cruel Moor. So come my soul to bliss as I speak true. So speaking as I think, I die. I die.
I have another weapon in this chamber. It is a sword of Spain. The Icebrook's temper. Oh, here it is. Oh, there, Gratiano!
What is the matter?
Behold, I have a weapon. A better never did itself sustain upon a soldier's thigh. I have seen the day that with this little arm and this good sword, I have made my way through more impediments than 20 times your stop. But oh, vain boast, who can control his fate? 'Tis not so now. Be not afraid, though you do see me weaponed. Here is my journey's end. Here is my butt and very sea mark of my utmost sail. How dost thou look now, Desdemona? Oh, ill-starred wench, pale as thy smock. When we shall meet at Compt, this look of thine will hurl my soul from heaven, and fiends will snatch at it. Cold, cold, my girl. Even like thy chastity. Oh, cursed, cursed slave. Whip me, ye devils, from the possession of this heavenly sight. Blow me about in winds, roast me in sulphur, wash me in steep down gulfs of liquid fire. Oh, Desdemona, Desdemona, dead. Oh, oh, oh.
Where is this rash and most unfortunate man?
That's he that was Othello. Here I am.
Where is that viper? Bring Iago forth.
I looked down toward his feet, But that's a fable. If that thou beest a devil, I cannot kill thee.
Wrench his sword from him, my lord.
I bleed, sir, but not killed. I am not sorry neither. I'd have thee live. For in my sense, 'tis happiness to die.
Oh, thou Othello, that was once so good. What shall be said to thee?
Why, anything. An honorable murderer, if you will. For naught did I in hate, but all in honor.
This wretch hath part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
I.
Dear General, I never gave you cause.
I do believe it, and I ask your pardon. Will you, I pray, demand that demi-devil, why he hath thus ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word.
Well, thou dost best. Cassio, how came you by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber, and he himself confessed, but even now that there he dropped it.
Oh,
You must forsake this room and go with us. Your power and your command is taken off, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. For Iago, if there be any cunning cruelty that can torment him much and hold him long, it shall be his. You shall close prison arrest, till that the nature of your fault be known to the Venetian state. Come, bring him away.
Soft, a word or two before you go. I've done the state some service, and they know it. No more of that. I pray you, in your letters, when you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am, nothing extenuate, nor set down aught in malice. Then must you speak of one that loved not wisely, but too well. Of one not easily jealous, but being wrought, perplexed in the extreme. Of one whose hand, like the base Indian, threw a pearl away, richer than all his tribe. Set you down this? And say, besides, that in Aleppo once, where a malignant and a turbaned Turk beat a Venetian and traduced the state, I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him thus.
Oh, bloody period! Oh, but spook is mad.
I kissed thee ere I killed thee. No way but this. Killing myself to die upon a kiss.
This did I fear, but thought he had no weapon, for he was great of heart.
Oh, thou dog, Iago! More fell than anguish, hunger, or the sea. Look on the tragic loading of this bed. This is thy work. The object poisons sight. Let it be hid. To you, Lord Cassio, remains the censure of this hellish villain. The time, the place, the torture. Oh, enforce it. Myself will straight aboard unto the state. This heavy act with heavy heart relate.
Othello by William Shakespeare starred Hugh Quarshie as Othello, with Art Malik as Iago, and Juliet Aubrey as Desdemona. Emilia was played by Abigail McKern, Cassio by Jonathan Firth, Bianca by Donna Kroll, and Roderigo by David Timpson. Kim Wall was Montano, Roger May Ludovico, and Keith Drinkle Graciano. Other parts were played by members of the cast. Original music was composed and performed by Colin Sell and engineered by Paul Abrahams. Technical presentation was by Graham Harper, and the production assistant was Lottie Barker. Othello, adapted for radio in 2 parts by John Foley, is a BBC World Service drama production directed by David Hitchinson.